Just reviewing our first excursion day. Beers, salty nuts. Some people love salty nuts. Price wise, I will do a slower version of this, but drinks have shot up in the last year by the sounds of it. I've never been to Turkey before, but I think there's been like a 70% inflation, so they would have been almost half the price. This is all in lira. Sorry. But we've had a lovely day. Pirate ship was great. I will put some text on the pirate ship, but I don't think I'll be able to show much because of the
this is Evelyn.
Music. So we've come into Alanya to do apparently the prices have gone up. But they're still quite reasonable. Like, you're buying stuff for a half decent shirt back home, you're getting a relatively good knockoff, probably, but well, definitely knockoff. You can negotiate and haggle and bargain, which I love doing. I think most t-shirts are about a £5. Sweatshirts and things, you know, once you haggle them down to maybe a tenner or something. The very nice shirts, they're sort of like two different quality styles, ranges, whatever you want to call it. The quality t-shirts are probably going to set you back, you know, closer to the £12. I negotiated, I think, £11 for a probably better quality than some t-shirts. But the shops just go on and on and on. even if you don't want to buy anything, it's quite nice just to have a walk around. It's all shaded, covered over. Very, very warm today. In fact, actually, this is what I bought. I've also bought a bucket ton of this because it's election night tonight, and as a geek I shall be staying up all night watching the election, so some Turkish delight will be required, let's put it that way. Smile, you're on camera. It's going to be filmed over, so don't worry about talking.
I put the wrapper for that in the top of the buggy. Is it still there? Yeah, I think I put his wrapper in the top. Yeah. There's probably about 2 wrappers there, you can probably wrap it up.
Don't worry,
Say something, you are really lucky today.
Thank you.
You are the fruit. Really lucky. Other one? Yes. Really good.
Not sure if you'll be able to hear me, but we're going on a jeep tour into the Taurus Mountains with a stop at caves and a river for swimming and a barbecue. Car accidents almost. But it will do anyway. First stop of the trip. They all the jeeps carry big bottles of water, so you can throw them over each other as the cars pass. Everyone's soaked. Put me on the wedge. Go on.
See what's up there. Look, Georgie, wonderful.
What do you guys think of the turtles? There's a dinosaur as well. A Rah Rex. What do you think, Evelyn? I'm married safe.
Okay, you can go 6 past 7. See you next year. See you next year.
They do look a bit like ice, don't they? Concentrate.
Stalactites go down.
Yeah, like tights.
Like tights from a washing line, and stalagmites go up because they might reach the ceiling.
That's right, that's the way I learned as well, Martin.
Without you
nice language for the vlog. Okay, so we're just going to do a quick roundup of the excursions. Very quick, 30 seconds each. I'll talk about it as a guest. Sophie will talk about it as a parent. That's not how we define each other. We'll move quickly through. Put a few of last minute clips that we wanted to add in, and you know, then we'll see you for our next trip. So the boat trip. So for me as a guest, it was very cheap to book. I booked through Viator on all good websites. The boat trip was great. I think you had lunch included, soft drinks were included. There was always something coming on, so it wasn't just like it was a boat journey. There was always things to distract you. The staff were very good. They had a face painter on board for the kids. They had diving shows. They had swimming stops. It was really good. One of the things that I enjoyed as a guest was everything was done quite smoothly. The lunch queue was probably the longest queue that you're going to stand in, and that was quite quick. Other than that, as soon as we stopped for swimming, people were in the water as quickly as they wanted to be. The bar was quite expensive for the non-all-inclusive drinks, but I think the trip was so cheap that I didn't mind buying a beer for a bit more expensive because the trip was cheap enough to begin with. As a parent?
I mean, we had a wonderful day. Georgie absolutely loved it from the moment we got on the boat. There's lots of things to look at on the boat. They've got pirate statues. They've got lots of sort of photo opportunities, lots of chairs, lots of things to look at. The staff are really good. They're really friendly with the kids. You know, the all-inclusive drinks is great because you know what kids are like with drinks. The food was lovely, and I have to say both the kids ate their dinner, which is no easy feat when you're on a one dish serves it all. So actually I'd say that was really inclusive and that worked really well. The swimming, they had life jackets for all sizes. So any age child could go in the water, which was great because he absolutely loved that, didn't he? He got off at all 3 boat stops and had a swim in the water. Again, the kids loved the diving, they loved the crew. Yeah, it was just an all-round really easy, fun trip. They also had a phone party, which the kids thought was brilliant. And as opposed to a hotel, it was loud enough, the music was good, but it wasn't overly loud. Where it was too much. So actually that was really enjoyable. We had a really, really good time. So we'll put some of those photos in. You boy! Good swimming!
Okay, so the 4x4 Jeep trip, again, I think it was £18 per person, booked through Viator. We really enjoyed the Jeep trip. We did try booking through another company, but they were just very dodgy, and I just ended up going back to Viator because the other company didn't seem on the level. I'm sure they are on the level, so I won't mention their names, but that's just how it felt when it came to booking. The Jeep trip was fantastic. I think the water fights, whilst they probably seemed a bit excessive, were really important to keep it cool. It was a really long trip, so even as someone who, you know, I wouldn't naturally be flinging water at other people from the side of a Jeep. Actually, that's not true. I would, but
it was really good fun.
But it was really good fun, and it kept you cool. So you weren't sort of like, I don't want to take part in this. It was necessary to the water and the wind from the Jeep would keep you nice and cool. Some really nice stops, some really nice swimming stops. Something always to look at, even if you're just there as a couple or on your own. There was a couple in our Jeep that seemed to really enjoy the stops, seemed to really enjoy everything as well. It wasn't just for the kids. Swimming holes were very, very cold, which was great. Very, very cold. And the caves were lovely. Nice little break from the sun there. I think it was 200 lira, which is about £5 to enter, which has gone up from 100 lira from every other video that I've watched, unless we were getting scanned. It was 200 lira for us, which I was happy to pay because it was nice and cool. Lovely inside the caves as well. The buffet lunch was lovely. You could go up and help yourself, and a nice little swimming stop there at the end before the Jeeps took you back to the hotel. Yeah, not a bad word to say about it. 10 out of 10. Loved that day. It was the best day, I think, for me.
I agree. I think that definitely was our favourite day out. So much fun. The kids loved it. I think from a parent's perspective, you don't have seatbelts in the Jeep. It wasn't, I have to say, it wasn't a particularly bumpy ride. But again, if you've got a child that doesn't really sit still, you'd need to be thinking about that. I mean, George just sat on our laps and he was absolutely fine with that. The other thing you need to be thinking about is there is absolutely no protection from the sun at all in the back of the Jeeps. So sun cream, hats, coveros, just to make sure that, you know, the little ones aren't getting burned. But they absolutely loved it. They had a whale of a time. They loved the water throwing. They loved the stops, and they saw some animals. We saw some tortoises, baby tortoises, some puppies, cats. Kept them really busy.
I think things like shawls and sarongs, like you had a I don't know what you would call it. Help me out.
Well, it's a scarf, but I use it as a sarong.
It was a large scarf. We just put it over the top of the Jeep when we stopped, and that created enough shade that if George didn't want to get out, then he was fine. So I think one of those would be, you know, brilliant for people that are trying to stay out of the sun. Not when the Jeep's moving, that's not going to work, but when the Jeep was stopped, then that's
but he fell asleep on my lap, and that worked just to cover him over, just once he was sitting still. But I mean, aside from that, it was just preparation. We had a great day.
Okay, the last thing that we really wanted to talk about was our trips into Alanya and Connectly. We both love Turkish tea, so we wanted to buy some Turkish tea. Excuse me. We bought a few t-shirts and a few other bits, and we stopped at a restaurant and had a beer in each place. The prices in Connectly are 50% or more cheaper. far cheaper than Alanya. You don't have some of the things to see. I think it's definitely worth a trip into Alanya, but if you wanted to go to Alanya, do sightseeing there, do your shopping at Connectly, you'll get the same stuff. You'll certainly get the same foodstuffs, and it'll be a darn sight cheaper. So if you are in between Alanya and Connectly, even if you're in Alanya Town, I'd take a 10 quid cab ride to Connectly, or a £2 bus ride to Connectly, just for the prices. Certainly worth it. So
drinks and cocktails are significantly cheaper.
Half price easy. So I think I'm not even going to try and remember. I'll put in a screenshot of the prices.
Now this one's going to be tricky. Very tricky.
Isn't it?
Figure out what goes together.
I'm proud of myself for working that out. Usually shit stuff like that.
Oh, that looks good. Turn it round.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, she's done it, I think.
Oh, she's too clever. You took it?
She's not answering, but I'll text her.
Is that second then?
Second.
Yes. Right, let's go. I put the wrapper for that at the top of the buggy. Is it still there? I think I put his wrapper in the top.
Good there. Paul.
Thank you.
There's another one.
There's probably about 2 wrappers there. You can probably wrap it up.
Don't worry,
Of both at the end here, but I think that's going to about sum it
we
up
had
for us.
some nice meals in both places. The only other thing I'd say is that I felt less pestered in Connectly than I did in Alanya. As British tourists, obviously we stand out. When we walked for Alanya, it was kind of a little bit relentless, which sometimes does impact on your day. Although they asked in Connectly, I didn't feel so pressured, so that was nice. But yeah, had a nice time. There's play parks in both. Again, all the shopkeepers, they all chat to the kids, and actually the shopkeepers in Connectly, they all give you water. It's hot, so that was always a nice touch, wasn't it? So yeah, we enjoyed both places. They bought different things for us. Obviously, you've got the boats and the bars in Alanya, haven't you? So slightly different things, but we enjoyed both.
Okay, that's going to wrap it up for us. We will see you on our next trip, which will be Las Vegas in September the 28th.
I believe so.
September the 28th. Staying at Park MGM. We've got a little bit of time at Rio as well, although I don't know how much time we're going to spend there. Really looking forward to that. Following that, there's a super special Christmas trip that we can't talk about too loudly because there's ears and it's a surprise. But it's in Finland. It's at the very top of Finland, and it begins with L and ends in D. So do some Googling. We will see you in Las Vegas. Thanks for joining us for these trips. I hope you found them useful. They're not my usual style of vlogs, so I hope you found it useful. And please, any questions, stick them in the comments. Give us a like and a subscribe. It helps. I am a Vegas channel at heart, but I will vlog my other holidays, family holidays and things like that as well. So like and subscribe, questions in the comments, and I will see you in Las Vegas.